So it's just like a delayed flight, those type of things. I'm like, shit, I might have been on a flight that was going to go down. Still got too much to accomplish in life. So there's a reason I didn't get on that flight.
Our liability limits were too low, which is a barrier to entry for a lot of businesses, right? So we upped our insurance limits and we bought the 2 snipers, and I put a guy on every week prospecting on Wednesdays, kind of using some of Shay's techniques. And we landed 3 new contracts in the last 15 days alone, 2 with hospitals and 1 with a casino.
I'll speak on this. Ricardo, you got a nice win. You might not realize, but you got a big wire that's coming out today or tomorrow. You ever share money with somebody, a partner, and you're doing all the work? It hasn't happened to me in so long, but you're just like, what kind of deal did I get into? But when you're sharing and giving profit sharing or revenue share that you agreed upon with a really hardworking employee, man, it feels good because they're not costing you anything. They made you money. You might be giving out $3,000 and they might have produced another $9,000 in profit. Everybody's winning.
Yeah, it was pretty small. The year I bought it, it did, I think, 400 or 500,000 gross, right? It was just barely hanging on, but I knew it had good relationships. So the first year, I think we did 1.2, but it's just me. I don't even have an office. I don't have anyone helping me in the office. It's just me. And then I had a foreman and then a part-time foreman, which was my father.
When was the last time any of you guys did a shop tour at another business that you feel like is, got some level of organization and success?
I'm better at running the business. I told my foreman, if I'm up on the roof with you, you need to ask me, where's the work coming from next month? I'm not doing my job.
There was one. I met him. I sided up to him. He liked me. He liked this young kid. And I ripped everything he did, from how he set up his trucks to his trailers to the weed whackers, everything.
Completely different industry. I don't do anything groundskeeping, nothing like that. All right. But I saw he had processes. I knew that he invested in coaching and best practice groups. So I said, hey, would you care if I came by and watched your rollout in the morning with you guys and kind of just got an understanding of how y'all keep everything organized, asset protection on your equipment, just things like that. So you may want to look in your market, see who's got a brand that seems to be established, and then reach out to them and say, I'm a local business owner as well. I'd really, I try to better myself every chance I get. We're not competition. Would you care if I came by and watched how you rolled out in the morning and maybe saw how you did systems? I'd be more than happy to pay you for your time to do that. I just find it valuable to network with other business owners. I was like, what the hell am I? Why do I not have an ice machine for my guys? We hopped on Home Depot or Lowe's, my wife did. Found one, $285, I think it was. And I said, if it lasts one season, it's worth the $285 for ice for our guys.
The bottom line is the guy with unlimited labor has a massive advantage in your market. You're thinking of it the wrong way. You're thinking about you, and you need to be thinking about them. What does this 22-year-old kid who's getting his first apartment, what does he want? What makes him comfortable? What makes him want to go to work? He's not interested in building what you are. They want to know that they're always going to get paid on time. So of course, we got to pay people on time. I know people who've told employees, hey, I can't pay you on Friday. I'll have to pay you on Tuesday. I mean, all they're doing is thinking about getting out the door at that point. And this guy is calm, not chaotic. I'm going to make money with him. He's going to give me opportunities. If you do this and you go in all out, you're going to make more than your friends. Every one of them. I don't care if they're doctors or lawyers. You're going to make more than them. And we're not trying to fake people, but the way he presented it, he literally got me from I had no intention of doing it to I said, when can I start? Basically anything they touched or their crew touched, I wanted them to be getting paid once they went over a certain production. When I did that, I saw production go up like 24%. Building the army before you need it, super important. And I like a metrics for myself on this. I used to try to talk to 4 people cold, try to find 4 people a week. I always did this my whole life. You have to dig that well before you're thirsty. And I'd say, but if you're working with this guy and you know he's not going to make it, you know this at 10:30 or 11, you can tell him at lunchtime to go home. Say that guy was making $150. I'd say, you can tell him, hey, we'll give you $100. It's not going to work out. And I'll split the difference with you. For me, I can tell in one day, and it's not about their skill set. It's about their attitude. For me, it was, are they hustling? Are they looking at their phone? When guys are taking ladders off, are they standing there with their hands in their pocket looking around like they don't know anything? You got to create the culture that you want, and you can't let culture killers in there. That was the number one thing, more so than me cold walking up to people, was people in my company who understood we worked hard, we moved fast, but Kevin's fair. He's going to pay you more than other people. He's going to give you bonuses, and he does cool stuff. You got to go where they are, and you got to incentivize your guys to do it. And I think some of the incentives are too weak, like $100 or $500. Like, get that thing up to $1,000. People will care. They'll make sure to have those conversations with their friends. I said, what if you're good at this and you get 8? Now I'm paying your car insurance, your car gas. I'm taking your girlfriend out.
So I said, dang it, man, we're still making money. We're just not making the margin that we want. So y'all better start making the phone calls to the supervisor and let us chop the prices before you walk out, because I'm tired of y'all walking out with the walk of shame. What's working is grabbing someone that already has success at a different organization, but they drove them like a slave owner. And at the end of the day, your business growth is going to fall down on the sales and leadership of your company. And I'll tell you how everybody else is winning in huge businesses. I'm talking about 10 million plus businesses. They got people. It was not the founder. It was not the entrepreneur. They have people that come in with talents. And your bottleneck is the fact that you just don't have enough talent in your company right now.
They're so bland and so boring. And they say things like solid pay, good pay, opportunity to grow. Like, what the hell does that even mean? You have to get specific. If you can hire people to get up on ladders for Christmas lights, you can hire people to do anything.
I basically just convinced that guy to treat me as a sub. So he wants to get on the big, like, multi-million-dollar projects that I'm on. And I want to get into the like cheaper backyards. So we made a handshake deal basically that his sales guy would do all of the sales for every fiberglass project. And then we would be his exclusive pool contractor basically. So that was pretty cool.
You gave me a good epiphany on that there right now today, Kevin. I'm going to have her start walking the street after doing the dryer vent cleaning at one house and let her sell the next one and keep the money to get that contract like you're saying.
Yeah, and like I said, our growth, every time I think we're going to be, okay, we're at 2 million. Next thing you know, we're at 4. Now we're at 8, so it just goes. I think next year we're already projected to do 12. So it's just massive growth on a very short timeline. My goal, I would like to sell this business within the next couple of years.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of building that. But like I said, every time we break our system, it's not going to look good when somebody comes in to buy. So